2015 is actually Pegasus's 40th year of service, so we're celebrating our Ruby anniversary this year. We were founded in 1975. We are a nonprofit that serves approximately 300 people a year at 4 chapters in Westchester, Putnam, and Fairfield counties. And we provide equine-assisted activities and therapies for people with special needs, for veterans, and for at-risk individuals, which include abuse survivors and disadvantaged youth. Pegasus has a relatively small staff and several hundred volunteers. About half of our volunteers are high school students. We quite frankly couldn't do it without them.
My name's Chloe and I am a volunteer here at Pegasus. What volunteers do is they can do barn work, they can do leading, they can do sidewalking, and my personal experience is riding helps. When you're sidewalking, you can help teach the students what to do. Each kid is different, and so each one you need to work with on different things. And sometimes the way you work with them on it doesn't work, so that's when problem solving comes in, because you have to find out different ways, you have to think of different ways to try to help them learn, and you have to try different ways and find what's best for each person.
Sidewalker's primary job, as opposed to the horse leader, is to focus on the student. For the team to work effectively, the sidewalker has to analyze all the pieces and come up with a solution.
Each horse is different and each rider is different, so when you lead, you have to kind of lead the horse in a way where you're not doing all the work, but you also have to do enough work to get the horse to do what you want, but because you want to also help the rider learn, you have to find that balance. Right, so a big challenge here is when you first lead or when you first sidewalk a specific horse or person, it's you don't really know fully what you're coming into, so you kind of have to learn as you go, and so that makes it a little difficult, but it gets easier for the next time because now you know.
Problem solving is just always an ongoing process, and it's a way of thinking. It's a way of breaking things down, looking at a big picture, determining what possible outcomes might be. So if I try this, let's see what will this happen. And I tried that and that didn't work, but maybe I can try this. And that's what we're doing all the time. That's what the volunteers are doing with these students and the riders all the time.
And then I think in their personal lives, it translates to having some confidence in your own ability to sort through something and get the result that you need. Sometimes you do rely on other people and it's appropriate to, and sometimes you're the determining factor of whether the problem gets solved or not.
So sometimes after I sidewalk and I was trying different ways to help the student learn, and sometimes I think back and say I could have, maybe next time I'll try this method to get them learning, because maybe the one I was using today wasn't working, so I can try a different one next time. Pegasus, I think it helps me become more confident, because when you're sidewalking or even when you're leading, you have to tell, you're the teacher, you have to tell them what to do, and it builds your confidence because you're the one who's telling them instead of you being taught in school. That's kind of what happens, but here you really got to use your voice and tell them what to do, and you have to stick to that.
The ability to be in a difficult situation and think of ways to make that situation better.
So I'm really determined and persistent, so I don't really like to give up. So when I'm solving problems, you got to think of different ways. If one way doesn't work, you got to keep thinking of different ones to find the one that works. I mean, everything you do really, there's problem solving, there's problems, and you have to learn how to solve them, in school and work and volunteering and sports. And here it teaches you how to analyze the problem, how to think of different ways to solve it, and how to find the one that works.
One of the best things about being involved with Pegasus is that you get so much more out of it than what you put in. It's so rewarding to be a part of this mission, to watch the small successes happen, and sometimes they're huge successes. It really does change your own life to be a part of changing someone else's.
Pegasus does. It's really amazing, and you can tell the kids when they come in, they have a big smile on their face. They really look forward to it, and I look forward to it too, because I like seeing the kids and watching them improve each time. It's a great experience.